The rainy season you can plant, but when you have no future in your country, you are planting for nothing. So we want to add our voice to those eminent persons who have come out. We want to thank the Chief Justice, want to thank the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. Now it remains for us, and we demand from government to release members unconditionally. Let them be taken for their treatment abroad. After all, it should have been government treat their own. If the president can afford to take his daughters to deliver, how about these maimed and injured MPs who are trying on their own with their parents and well-wishers? Find them treatment. Why is he denying them the treatment?
Members of the press and all media practitioners present and the colleagues. It is regrettable, and I want to say it is very unfortunate that our two colleagues, the Honorable Robert Sentamu Chagulanyi and the Honorable Zaake, who were tortured in Arua, severely tortured, and they were seeking specialized treatment from abroad, both India and the US, were blocked at Entebbe airport. And as we talk, they have been forced to Jurudu. And I'm reliably receiving information that they have also locked up their rooms to deny these medical people they are not sure of access to the room where they are. So the situation as we talk is dire. They are really, Honorable Zaake was on life support. And the Honorable Chagulanyi, the recommendation had already been made by the doctors that he ought to have sought medical cross-examination from abroad. And this is a derogation, according to our Constitution, Article 22. And Article 44, a derogation from enjoyment of fundamental human rights. The one of torture. We are not supposed to be tortured, not supposed to be subjected to cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment. But here we are. I was even shocked to hear Minister Ewanu Chiwanda, the Minister of State for Wildlife, Tourism and Antiquities, actually praising the SFC who tortured the Arua 33. He was in a meeting in Zimbabwe claiming that these ones deserved torture. And actually they broke no law. You can imagine this kind of callous spirit on the part of one who purports to be minister. The other one I condemn also is the Minister Baryomus. He was on national TV claiming that whoever would want to go out to get or seek for medical treatment ought to fulfill certain guidelines. Which guidelines? Even ordinary Ugandans at liberty, you have your own, you are sponsoring your own soul. Like these two members of parliament, they are not supposed to go through the medical, they didn't actually wait to go through that laborious process of having to seek the permission or approval of the Uganda Medical Board. They had their own actually fundraising, which was actually done by the family members, friends, and some members of parliament to sponsor their own treatment abroad. And how on earth would the government stop them from seeking? It is like actually infringing on the right to life, which is an absolute violation of Article 22 of the Constitution. Protection of right to life. nobody, including government, has a right to end one's life, unless maybe they are claiming. Moreover, this court that granted bail to the Honorable Chagulanyi was a competent, a court of competent jurisdiction. And they only granted bail. They did not sentence them to death. It is like now they are already condemned to death, and that's why they have been compelled to be taken to where they are, the hospital, which is not of their choice. They are supposed to make a choice of the kind of medical facility they would want to access treatment, or especially specialized treatment. I would want to join my colleague to also appreciate the minister, the Honorable Otafire, who has condemned illegal arrests, and also the Chief Justice, who has castigated and come out openly to condemn arraigning in court sick people. He stated clearly that courts sick people who have been tortured and maimed are not for court, they are meant for hospital. I must salute him for that. But also I must salute the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, who has not relented to write another correspondence to the powers that be, to His Excellency the President, raising issues and putting a conditionality that unless this time round you have these people arrested, these ones, the perpetrators of these terrorist acts, arrested and arraigned in courts, in the competent courts of judicature, there will be no government business entertained in the House. And we stand by her on this one. And I must salute members who put up a spirited fight on Tuesday last week, this same week, to prevail over the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker, not to preside over the House or even continue with business until we had to adjourn to next week. That's what I know about the media center, our media center, writing all kind of false information and even meaning members of Parliament. There is a message which is actually viral, has gone viral, it is trending, that the Honorable Namboze is merely acting. She is not incapacitated, so that she even appeared at a certain function when she was normal, but when it came to appearing before court, she was dramatizing. Someone like head of that media center, which is actually remunerated by taxpayers, Ugandans, including the members of Parliament, that they are concocting stories about. Someone like that who is heartless should actually have resigned yesterday. And if members would pick interest in this, such a one should not be a holder of that office, of the media center. Because he has even a past criminal record. His track record is very dubious, it's not clean. And he has the guts, he has no moral authority to have even spoken like that. But I leave it to members. I also call upon the colleagues who have gone mute to come out openly to condemn this inhuman, this callous and degrading treatment that is being given to our colleagues.
Yeah, thank you so much. I've also come here, add my voice, and address the nation of what is happening in the country. The things which are so pressing that we cannot live without talking and crying for our country, Uganda. First and foremost, I don't know what has happened to members of parliament, members of 10th parliament, because many of you members of parliament, you have kept a deaf ear. You've tried to mute yourselves. You don't want to talk. And you are claiming you're in your constituencies trying to solicit for votes for 2020. Mark you. You're not sure that you might even live to see 2021. The matter which is pertinent right now is the matter. We are looking at the whole nation, Uganda. We are not looking at a constituency level. Let's stop being myopic. We cannot sit in our constituencies when our friends, our colleagues are being blocked, denied from accessing treatment. Ugandans, do you still recall Museveni's daughter when she was pregnant? And you are aware that in Uganda we have so many midwives, gynecologists, even some of, we have even a doctor here in parliament who is a gynecologist. But a daughter was even given a state chopper, a jet, not even a chopper, a jet, to fly the daughter of the president to receive decent and specialized treatment, just to deliver. Because even delivery, whether you want to deliver by cesarean section, it is so easy. But in Germany, that was taxpayers' money. But our colleagues who are struggling, who have even dared to look for their own money, much as we are aware that the state tortured and violently arrested them, now they've been denied their right to go and access treatment. Who is fooling who? Ugandans. Another thing which is so disturbing, if a member of parliament who has an official passport, not an ordinary one, cannot go without seeking permission, what is the essence of having an official passport? Green. Why shouldn't they withdraw all these passports? Because it does not make sense. I have a green passport and someone who has ordinary can move at his or her own leisure. We are not going to accept to lose any life, whether it is for a member of parliament, whether it is a member from our party, NRM, FDC, but we are all Ugandans. What is making these people to suffer? Because of the word people power, our power? Can someone read for us Article 1? Power belongs. Yes. Can you read for it? If it belongs to us and someone stands up and says, people power, our power, someone is reminding you the article. There is no mistake. Members, let's not bury our heads when our colleagues are suffering. We need to condemn this act. And fellow Ugandans, Museveni has reached a level where he's a coward. Even anticipating that his shadow might be following him, he will even order the sharpshooters to shoot immediately and kill. A shadow, killing the shadow. You saw yesterday what happened when women were putting on white gowns. They had gone to church just to pray for this nation. Prayers only. Women, in my culture, you're not supposed even to wrestle with a woman. You cannot say you